It doesn't take time, it takes courage. This is one of my best quotes. All of my clients know about this, and my coach told me long back about this. Heavily influenced by this book, U Squared by Price Pritchett, and highly recommend this book. My coach read this book long back, changed his life, changed my life. And it's a very tiny book. You can read it in around like 40 minutes, and it's going to definitely change you from within. If you're a person who wants a lot of information, then this book is not for you. But if you want only the right information and then you can quantum jump, then yes, this book is for you. Because you know the ego wants a lot of information. Sometimes it gets it, but it wants to stay there and wants to get more stuff. So the ego might not really like it, but the soul might. And same thing over here. When I heard this quote long back, the ego did not like it because the ego was like, no, obviously it takes a lot of time. Obviously, this thing will take so and so time. And my coach proved it to me that it doesn't take time, it just takes courage. There are a lot of things right now in your life. For those things to manifest, yes, it will take time, because if you, let's say, if you want to lose, let's say, 30 kilos in your life, in your from your body, yes, it might not happen in just 1 week. It is physically impossible, right? But if at all, there are two people, and let's say the same goal of 10 kilos. One person says 1 year or 2 years. The other person says, hey, maybe 3 months. I can lose that weight. When there is more time involved, there is more emotional baggage around it, there's more beliefs around it. But when there is less time involved, that person is clearly seeing it and clearly just jumping into it and manifesting that reality. So there are a lot of things in your life right now that might take a lot of time for you to manifest that goal. But there are so many other things. Listen to this carefully. There are so many other things in your life right now that it doesn't take time. It just takes your courage because you are ready for it. You have already worked for it. You already have the skills for it. You already have the ability for it. You already have the knowledge and the consciousness for it. So, let's say, let's take an example of the relationship and then let's go into business and other stuff. Let's say someone's single, let's say you're single and you want to get into a relationship and you have a crush on your best friend. Let's say this person is extremely aligned with your energy and you clearly know it, that person's knows it, but you're just having a belief around that jump, saying that I might lose this person as a friend, I might ruin this relationship that I already have. What will that person think about me if I propose to her for a relationship, for a date, or marriage? Now, in this scenario, one act of courage collapses years and months of waiting. Either you'll get a yes, either you get a no. Let's say today's day itself, after watching this video, this is something I do with a lot of my clients on a call itself. They talk about something and they say, yeah, one day after a year, I'm going to do this. Or maybe 6 months later, I might do this and I'll get into a podcast and I'll do this masterclass. And then as when I'll, propose to this girl or this guy, all of that. And then I say, all right, you have your phone right now with you. What if you can just like call that person, ask that person, come back on the call? And I get amazing responses. They say, oh my God, I helped them. No, I did not help them. They helped themselves. They just got permission with me on the call because I set the energy that way. The energy of love and bliss and joy and flow. That consciousness is not in fear. That consciousness is not in the past. It's in the present moment. And the present moment, there's a lot of courage always. And one more example of one of my clients, she was telling me that She wants to get some certifications done, and then she'll be ready to get some clients because she's been working on this business for more than 1.5 years and she got no clients. And that is when she came to me, and I just asked her, hey, how many people around you who already know you? How many people around you need you? And she said, yeah, maybe my neighbors. I said, yeah, you help them get a transformation. You help them release their past, release their inner critic, let go of stress, help them achieve their goals. All of that. How many people need this? At least 10, 15 of them? Your neighbors? She said, yeah. So that evening, she went to their place for just like she asked if they're free, they could just have coffee. They had coffee, they laughed, they chilled, and they got to know each other. And then she shared what she does, and she said, if at all you need this, let me know. And then she booked a call and she got a client. One single evening. And during the weekend, she also spoke to a few other people as well, and she got a few other clients from there. And she said, oh my God, Vinayak, by the way, that's my name, Vinayak. How is it even possible that in 3-4 days life can change? It doesn't take time. It takes courage. And there are n number of stories like that. One of my clients, he went from $7,000-8,000 to right now he's at $40,000 by jumping into that and knowing that this person can do it but wasn't doing it. There are so many things in your life you know you can do, but you're not doing it. You're not having the courage to ask, courage to take that action, courage to jump. And when you do that, you'll surprise yourself by collapsing years of waiting. I've written one quote on my cupboard in the next room. It says something like, one moment of aligned intensity, aligned action can collapse years of delay. So if at all you've delayed some success in your life with maybe health, maybe business expansion, maybe it scares the hell out of you to get into 20K or maybe even 10K US dollars because there's some belief around it. What if today's day you can let go of that belief and see yourself the way you are? You're amazing. You can give these skills to a lot of people and you can get to 20K with fun, with joy, with ease, with flow. Same thing with relationship. If you're already in a relationship, you want to take it to a whole new different level. Maybe ask that person out for marriage, maybe for kids, maybe to buy a house, maybe it can be anything. All it takes is the courage to jump. And again, like the way I said, there are a lot of other things in life. Maybe it takes more time, but there are so many other things that you're already ready for. And courage is not an action, it is a decision. An action is a result. A lot of people think action is a cause. No, action is a result of the decision that you've already made. And decisions are made because you believe in yourself. You believe in life. You believe in the universe. You believe in the power that is beating your heart. You're not doing anything for it. You're already it. You are not living life, you are life. And when you see that you are life, life wants to experience more life. And you just have the courage to jump into a different experience in life. That's how you collapse time. So courage is a decision. And that decision is a portal for you to jump. So with that, I just conclude this video. Quick recap, it doesn't take time, it takes courage, health, wealth, relationships. All of that you can apply this to. And if at all you want to apply this with me, you want me as your coach to help you, guide you, support you in letting go of the past, being in the present moment, in this love, in this bliss, in this joy, in this flow, so that you can quantum jump and give this great gifts to your family, to your friends, to your clients around you, 2x, 3x your business, see bliss in your relationship, all of that, then I highly recommend you can click on the link below. We can get on a short call and we can have a radical transformation in just 90 days because it doesn't take time. It just takes courage. So yes, once again, highly recommend this book and all these stories that I told you. In the future, I would like to hear some story from you, and maybe you can put it in the comment, or maybe you can DM me about that story, because I love hearing stories like that from my clients. That one single weekend I get into a challenge, also 3-day challenge, by the way, 72-hour challenge, where I help people. I get people into a state. From that state, 72 hours, they just act from a very courageous space. And in 72 hours, they just look back and they're like, oh my God, now I'm a completely different human being. I'm embodying some other energy. And you can too. You can do that too. Because if there's a power that's beating your heart, give permission to that power to lead you into success, to help you jump. You don't need to jump. The power that is beating your heart will allow you to jump. You'll understand more of these things. You'll get these things more and more when you get deep into this spiritual journey. And your higher self, your higher consciousness self, maybe your future self, will get this more and more. This is something that I wasn't getting long back. Maybe my future self will get more of this. So yeah, with that, I conclude this video. Hope this gave you enough courage to jump, because you've got this, because you're already prepared for it. You don't need to convince yourself that you need to do something in order to be enough, and then you'll jump. You can jump now. Let this video give you permission to jump. With that, I conclude this video. Stay as awareness. Peace.